The footage you are seeing on screen right now is the only footage we have of Dying Light 2 running on the base PS4, and the game comes out in 7 days. This PS4 footage is 20 seconds long with multiple jump cuts in it, and there is also zero base Xbox One footage of the game so far, which is a little concerning considering that we're so close to release. And I don't know why in the last couple of days they haven't come out with more base console footage, considering that there is a huge install base for base consoles. I mean, hardly anyone still has a PS5 and Xbox Series X. I mean, you can't really go into a store right now and just pick one off the shelf and go home and buy it. You have to wait in a list, wait in a queue to get your hands on a next-gen console. Now, personally, I will be behind the game on PC, so I will not have that issue. But there are a lot of people that are still on last gen, and I am basically just trying to say, if you're on last gen, you should be a little bit wary right now of the game because, okay, think back to 2015. When Dying Light 1 came out, it was actually canceled on the PS3 and Xbox 360. It ran at 900p on the Xbox One, and it ran at 1080p on the PS4. This was 2015. We are now in 2022. So these consoles are very, very old at this point. Their hardware just cannot keep up. I mean, there are first-party games that come out on Sony and stuff that do very well on the base PS4, like Ghost of Tsushima. But you also got to think the PS4 hardware is being extremely taxed, as well as the Xbox One. The Xbox One is extremely underpowered right now. I mean, it's very, very old. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and look what the community has to say about their concerns for Dying Light 2 on the last-gen consoles. So here's a post on Reddit. Says, are you not worried about last-gen performance for this game? I assume with so much hype for this game, and I can understand, but at the same time, we got 20 seconds of last-gen gameplay. Nothing was even happening on the screen. Zero Xbox One footage, and the game is coming out in 8 days. Techland also delayed the cloud Nintendo Switch version of this game for another 6 months. As far as I know, people who are getting review codes are the only ones getting on PC, and that's a very big red flag. I'm not here to hate on Techland or the game, but I think that these are things we should be worried about if you're on last-gen. Don't pre-order this game, wait, please. And I understand what this person is saying. There's other people that have the same sentiment on Reddit. And the thing is, I'm not trying to say that the game's going to be bad or anything like that on last gen. I'm just saying it's better to be safe than sorry. Just kind of wait until the game comes out to see what it looks like before you buy it anyways. It's weird that we still got no more last-gen gameplay. Techland said that there was more coming this month, so we might still get it before launch. Kind of understandable because advertising your game with PS4 gameplay probably doesn't seem like best marketing move, but it really would be appreciated. After Dying Light 2 no event, community manager said they wanted to show more gameplay. They're still optimize the game and get good footage. Okay, so you also restrict the reviews only got PC codes. I think that I've read somewhere that they got access to last-gen too. I think I've seen at least 2 people on the internet get review codes for the console versions, and both of them were for PS5, but there are probably more out there. I'm not worried at all since I got the Xbox Series S, but if you're really worried, maybe wait till release and actual gameplay is released by old-gen content creators. I agree like that. There's other people talking about it. Let's see what the next person... I am, but I also have a PS5, so it won't affect me. Definitely don't pre-order on last-gen consoles yet. They said they will show more gameplay sometime this month, so just wait for that. And it's getting really close to release. So, while I agree that having so little last-gen gameplay is a little shady, I also think last-gen is overrated. I don't know what that means, what the overrated, but that's the bad part about consoles. You won't get support for old-gen forever. At some point, game companies have to focus on new-gen unless they do old-gen consoles. And I kind of understand what they're saying. Yes, they keep having to make games for last gen, but a lot of that has to do with all the part shortages and things right now. Not everyone can get their hands on a next gen console, so they're stuck with what they currently have. Not on last gen anymore. Not my problem. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Trying to look at some of these other ones. Was waiting until the reviews come out to buy it. Next gen consoles are relatively rare currently. But I did know. If you're worried about the rate, go get current gen. What? This person downvote. Like, come on. I'm more concerned about my gameplay since I'm on PS4 Pro. I guarantee that PS4 Pro and Xbox One X will probably run it just fine. The base consoles is what we're worried about here. I mean, why does everyone think this game probably won't do well on last-gen consoles? I ported this game on PS4. I have a great PC, but there are some games I prefer on consoles and vice versa. I'm not worried. A lot of people still can't get new-gen consoles. Game developers are fully aware of this. Far Cry 6 runs perfectly on my PS4. I disagree with that sentiment. The Far Cry 6 runs perfectly on my PS4. It may run great on single player, but in multiplayer, the frame rate was struggling on my base PS4. Constantly frame drops down to the low 20s. You could definitely tell by just playing it. It did not run that great on co-op mode, but in single player mode, it ran perfectly. So I do agree with that part of it, but Techland already said they were showing old footage this month. Okay, this is 15 days ago, but this is 15 days ago. Let's see. There's another post from Dying Light 2 on last gen. I game share with my brother who's on PS4, and I look through the story on PS5. I want to see the PS5 version. Cause that's about game share. Let's see, folks on last gen hardware. Do you reckon it'll run without initiating liftoff on your console? I mean, it should run just fine, but it'll probably be locked at 30 FPS and have low render range. That is a good point. It probably will have low render distance. Honestly, there might be some pop-in the game, especially. I ported PS4 Slim and hope the devs can do good optimization, but it's an outdated machine. Yeah, and people, you have to realize that these last-gen consoles are outdated at this point, and they're definitely showing their age, so just keep your expectations a little bit lower. Just kind of wait to see how it runs and before you go ahead and purchase it. Wait for reviews on last gen is what I'm saying. Current gen or last gen? Should I buy it for PS4 Pro or Xbox Series S? Yeah, I would definitely get it on Series S. You're going to have a lot more options via resolution and performance mode with frame rate. But I mean, I guess you get the point. There's a lot of people that have the same sentiment, especially online on this. But a lot of these people have the same kind of sentiment on this game. So, like, if you are worried about the game running well on the base consoles, I would just wait till the game comes out. Just wait. That's the best advice I can give you. This is not the average gamer signing off. Catch you guys in the next video.